Victorian charities are facing a hefty new expense. From July the 1st, charities will be forced to carry the cost of disposing waste that's illegally dumped on their op-shop doorsteps. That's because the state government there plans to wind back waste levy protections. And if the tax goes ahead as planned, charities say it will cost them up to $1.5 million a year. Joining us now is the CEO of Charitable Recycling Australia, Omer Sokar. Omer, why is this unfair?
Oh, let me paint a picture for you, Waleed. Imagine you've volunteered at your local charity shop on a Monday morning. You've got all this crap that was dumped on the shop on Sunday. You clean it up, you sort it out, the charity pays for it to go to landfill. And now the government wants to tax us on it? I mean, Waleed, I think it's un-Australian to be taxed on something that you don't own, that you don't want, and that's been dumped on you illegally. I mean, that's why it's unfair.
When you say tax, we're really talking about they're removing a subsidy, right? So you now have to pay to dispose of it, whereas previously they would have contributed to or covered the cost of that. Have I got that right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a waste levy. So we've always paid for the cost of disposing it, but this is just an extra tax on top of that.
So you're saying they're charging you on top of what you're already paying?
Yes, absolutely.
Shouldn't everyone be angry at the people who are actually dumping the waste outside? Surely the blame falls with them.
Yes, and I think the Victorian government should go after the dumpers, not the victims of the dumpers, which are the charities. I mean, you know, we divert 240,000 tonnes of material away from landfill, and we raise in Victoria $232 million for social good. This is money the government would otherwise need to pay for food, shelter, mental health. I mean, charities do a lot of what the governments really should do in a country as rich as Australia. So, yeah, it's absurd.
So tell me, what do the other states do? Because Victoria's the only one, right, who's taxing and putting this waste levy on here.
Totally. All the other states understand that hitting charities with the waste levy will have a perverse effect, that it will harm society, harm environment. They all give us protections, and they have done so for a long time. All of the other governments are doing amazing stuff over and above the waste levy protections. We've got a new reuse policy. There's cool stuff happening in New South Wales, in Queensland. Everyone's giving us protections and supporting us. Victoria has got the same story. Oh, we're looking at something different, but it's hubris. 5 years, they've not made one suggestion on moving forward. They need to, first of all, provide the protections, first and foremost do that, and then have a discussion. So, yeah, it's BS, frankly.
We do have a statement from the government on our website. You can check it out there for what it's worth. It doesn't say a hell of a lot. It'd be a really interesting story to keep across. Omer, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you so much for having me. Thanks a lot. Thank you.